to check our check our numbers as well as have our teams. That's okay, me. As well as have our teams check their numbers. So always important numbers to look at are 200, 600, and 1,000. So just those reminders, kind of go through your teams. 200, you get commissions at 200. 600, your website fee is waived. And 1,000, of course, you get the override, the extra 8%. So it's always good to take a look through, get into your back office, look through your team. If someone is close, like if they're $580, so super close to that 600 and getting their website fee waived, I think it's important to reach out. Same with if they're at $950 and they could get 8% added to their check, reach out to them and just send them like a gentle reminder that they could get that extra 8% once they hit the 1,000. Okay, hold on. I don't know why my computer is having such a hard time. Do you guys have, before I chat, hey Lexi, before I chat about, I just wanted to talk about the Booking Blitz and see if you guys had any questions about that, or if you guys have questions in general. I'm gonna look at the chat. Let me know and we can touch on those things. Hey Lexi, how are you?
Doing good.
Good. Is there anything specific you guys want to touch on? I'm trying to see who's all. I know someone from Robin's team had asked me, they couldn't be on the call, but they're going to watch the recording. So they just wanted me to chat about adding reps to your team. Like, when do I bring up the rep opportunity to my hostesses? Do I talk about it during the party? So I'll just tell you what I personally do. I bring the rep opportunity up before every single party to every single hostess. And I keep it super simple, super casual. Usually after I have their party set up, when I let them know their party is set up, they can go ahead and do a welcome and start inviting. And I just give them different ideas of how to start inviting. And then at the very end, I just put the rep opportunity out there and just say, hey, also, if you have any interest in repping, let me know and we can chat about that, because this party could be your launch party where you would get the hostess rewards plus commissions. So I just throw that out there in the beginning. And then I talk about it throughout the party. You know, if they're interacting a lot during the party, I may shoot them a message and say, oh my gosh, you're doing everything a rep would do. You totally should do this. So just planting the seeds throughout the party. And then of course, at the end of the party, I always give them the option to use the hostess rewards, use the credits towards the starter kit. So that's kind of how I mention it to my hostesses. And if I have anyone that's not said like a definite no, I continue to follow up with them. I think every time we have a new starter kit, it is a fantastic opportunity to follow up with all of those people who had thought about being a rep, had questions about being a rep, who you think would be a great rep, and send them the new starter kit.
I have a question, Jamie.
Yeah.
So if they host a party and then they want to use their hostess credit towards their rep kit, like how many points or credits, or how does that work?
Okay,
I'm obviously new.
Yeah, no, that's fine, Angela. That's a great question.
I have someone who's interested, and
yeah.
I'm trying to help her decide, or help, because I think money for the kit might be an issue. So I just need to know how to explain to her one versus the other.
Yeah, so whatever her credits are at the end of the party, that would go towards her starter kit, and she would still get her half off items. So whether it's 20, 65, 150, or 300. Yep. Yeah. So, and there's so many times, actually, Rita, I don't think she's on here. I didn't know if she was going to jump on or not. I just enrolled a rep this month where she was like, yeah, I really want to do it before the party started. She's like, no, maybe I'll wait. And then like halfway through the party, she's like, yeah, I want to do it. I should have just done it in the beginning. So I could have got all of the commissions. So I would definitely bring it up before every party because they don't know what they don't know. They don't know that there's that option out there, that they could get the commissions and the hostess rewards. So, and generally that pays for a good chunk of their starter kit. Okay, I think I can finally log on my computer. Okay, what other questions do we have? I love the booking blitz. Is everyone going after that? I mean, you guys can do online parties, in-person parties. I actually have a couple girls that are not on Facebook, and they're going to do some Zoom parties. So I've never done one of those, so we're going to try those. But yeah, I think the booking blitz is awesome, especially going into November. It's the perfect time for people to host a party because they could use their rewards for Christmas gifts too. So
Hey, Jamie.
yeah.
The Zoom thing reminded me, I have a gal that just told me she wanted to do an in-person party, but she lives like 3 hours away from me, never met her before. And I was like, oh shoot, if you would want to, she said she just got a bunch of Zaya in. I said, it sounds like you have a lot of it. If you want to do it in person, I'll be available on Zoom. People can sit down with me and I'll help them with their questions, help them with their sizing and order right then. So
yeah.
Another idea for people who want in person, but you're not close to them.
Yes, I love that. And actually both of my gals, one's in Denver, Colorado, and one's in North Dakota. So I told them the same thing. They can gather people and still have some wine and relax, and we can go through, some of the different pieces. So I love that. Okay. I'm still trying to log on my computer. I'm sorry, you guys. I had gone and done errands and I forgot to hit the bank. So I had to drive all the way back to Cedar Falls. So that's why I was a little late popping on. Okay, what other questions do we have?
Maybe highlight the Moonshot program and why that's so key to.
Yeah, so the Moonshot program, and I was just talking to some of the leaders on our team about this. If you guys have gals hitting that, I think we just need to blow up our Facebook pages and celebrating that because it is such a huge goal. So again, you guys, the Moonshot is if you have a new rep and they hit senior rep within the first 2 months after their month of enrollment. So let's say they signed up in October, they would have all of November, all of December. And it sounds like it's going really well. So I'm hoping, oh, okay, hold on just a second. I'm on.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I'm gonna get off. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry, I finally got on my computer. But yeah, so if you have someone like, let's say they sign up November 1st, they have December and January. So to the end of January to hit. So it sounds like the program's going really well. I'm guessing they will announce if they're gonna move forward with it. I'm guessing they will, but I don't know that for sure. But I would definitely promote this for your new reps. It is a fantastic way to not only get an extra, so if they hit the Moonshot, they get an extra $250, but they're also getting their junior rep bonus, their senior rep bonus, which makes it $375. So more than paying back for the starter kit that they started with. So that's an excellent way too. If you have people that are on the fence, really want to do the business, but they don't know if they want to invest in the starter kit, which to me is the starter kits. It's such an inexpensive way to start a business, but let's say they don't know if they really want to do that. This is a great way to come back to them and say, look, we have this great program in place where if you're ready to roll and do your launch party right away and you start booking out parties, you can get your starter kit more than paid for within the first couple of months by hitting senior rep. So I think it's an excellent program. Does anyone have questions on the program at all?
No. Okay, I'm trying to think what else.
I'm
Here
muted.
we-
How about some holiday ideas, Jamie? Like for holidays coming up, like some good things that people can do either on their VIP pages or parties or just kind of get
I think the marketing page has tons of ideas if you're looking for holiday graphics. But I think there's lots of things, especially through the month of November. For me, I was just thinking about, okay, what can I do on my VIP page so that I can show my customers how thankful I am for them. So I'm thinking about highlighting some of my customers that have been longtime customers, talking a little bit about them, having pictures of them in their Zaya, and just recognizing them for who they are and where they are within their life. So I think something like that. I think holiday parties. I know I talked to a couple of gals on my team and they're going to be doing some holiday open houses. So that's a great idea if you want to gather with some of your teammates close by and do an open house. I'm trying to think what else. Does anyone else have any good ideas? I am not the most creative person, so, and I'm not going to pretend I am. I usually get ideas from other people when it comes to things like this, but so if anyone has any ideas to share, that would be awesome too when it comes to holiday. Usually in the past couple of years, Zaya does extend their return policy, which is nice. So most people have until January. I think it's the beginning of January. And they usually do that. I think they did that mid-November last year. So that's nice too. Okay, I see. So on the moonshot, you need to recruit one and they need to sell 1,200. Okay, so let's go back to that for a second. So to hit senior rep, you need, so it goes junior rep. So you're a rep. All reps within Zaya get 20% commission. And then once you hit the $1,000 in sales, you get your 28%. The other way to get commissions within Zaya is to rank advance. To rank advance within Zaya, you have to sponsor someone. It could be one person, it could be 5 people, but to rank advance to junior rep, you have to have sponsored at least one person, okay? So for junior rep, you have to sponsor at least one person. Your group volume, I don't even have that sheet in front of me. Your group volume has to be
3,000. 3,000 for group, and then your level 1 has to be 1,200.
No, I know, I was talking junior rep.
Oh, sorry. I'm not listening.
That's okay. It goes junior rep, senior rep. To hit senior rep, yes, your group volume has to be 3,000. Your level 1 volume has to be 1,200. So that could be one person, it could be 5 people. So it's a combination. Anyone that you have personally sponsored, that group volume has to be 1,200 to hit senior rep. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry. Junior has to be 600 and 600. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to use the 2,000 and 2,000 group volume. Lifetime, you're right, Kristen, sorry. 3,000 in lifetime, 2,000 group volume, and 1,200 level 1. Thanks, Kristen. For senior rep, yes, 3,000 lifetime. Okay, let's see. What'd you say? I'm trying to use the hopeful 12 days of Zaya. Yes. So last year, Zaya did 12 days of Zaya and they had goodies. And I'm trying to remember, Savannah, how did that work?
It kind of depended. Like some things were like, remember the whole gift card debacle? So they changed it. But like, you know, you buy so much, you get a gift card. Buy so much, you get like, they did those keychains or the red Christmas leggings, the metallics. So they buy something, they got a gift. So I'm going to try and push that for a reason to have a party because your customers can get deals. And same thing with like around Thanksgiving first, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If Zaya doesn't do something, I will, but it's hopefully to get more parties booked.
Yeah, and hopefully they will have something for November. for our hostesses to give back to them. So they generally are pretty good about that stuff. So I definitely would fill your November, December, beginning of December calendars up. And they'll give you a date too to have orders by in December so that they have by Christmas. I don't know. I'm guessing most of that will come. Hey, Tasha. Most of that will come out here beginning of November, so we know. Okay, I'm just looking at this. I need help trying to pull people over that are on the fence. I would love to hit this last bonus. Yes, 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 yes. So people that are on the fence, yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. I mean, sometimes I have fence sitters that sit on the fence for like a year. So I think the biggest thing is following up and never, just letting them know that you're still there. And I'm not talking following up like weekly with them and driving them crazy, but following up when there's a new starter kit, or maybe there's a new promotion going on, or maybe you were just thinking about them and you send them a little graphic about doing this business. You know, sending those general reminders to them, I think is very helpful. I don't know, it depends how close they are to you too. I mean, if it's a fence sitter that's really close, I mean, I'm a lot of times like, come on, what are you waiting for? Or, you know, really digging in to find out what is their objection. A lot of times they're scared of failing 100%. Or a lot of these people that say, well, I want to join, but it'd probably be just for the discount. Well, probably just for the discount is because they're worried that they're not going to do well at this business. So it's digging in and finding out the root of, okay, why are they objecting? You know, is it a financial reason? Like Angela, you were saying, okay, then let's have a party and let's use your rewards towards the starter kit. It's nice to know that the return policy will be longer. Okay, sorry guys, just reading some of these. How much do I hassle them? I probably drive people crazy. So I follow up with my list of fence sitters at least once a month. At least once a month. I've had gals that have ignored me for 8 months straight, and then all of a sudden timing was right, because timing's everything. And they're like, okay, yeah, I'm ready. Put me on some of those pages, or I'm ready to hear what Repping Zaya is all about. Or maybe they're ready to have a party and they have ghosted you for 8 months straight. I have a rep in Florida. I sent her, like, we looked back at her messages. She's a rep now, but I had sent her a message July of 2019. So I started January 2019. In July of 2019, I sent her a message to host a party. She did not respond at all, like nothing. I proceeded to send her 8 more messages throughout the next year, just hosting, just reaching back out, booking out my next month's calendar, nothing. And then November of 2020, I sent out another message and just said, hey, I'm booking out my December calendar. Perfect opportunity for you to get some Christmas gifts. And she's like, yeah, let's do it. So she hosted a party in December and then saw how much fun it was and became a rep, and she's doing great. So you just never know, and that's why it's so important to follow up with them. If someone doesn't say to me, Jamie, stop messaging me. Like, no, stop messaging me. If they don't specifically say that to me, I'll continue to reach out to them and just share, like my VIPs, for example. I reach out to my VIPs, every single one of my VIPs, at least every other month, and share with them what my calendar is for the next month or so with parties, and see if they're wanting to host. Like, I'll reach out to them this month and see if they're wanting to host in November or December for the holidays.
Jesse, have you added them to the Discover Connect Zaya page or any page like that has people sharing about, other than what, like you've told them? That's super, super key to do. So if you have like fence sitters or those that, I would just say like, hey, I'm going to add you to this group. and then tag them in maybe some people's stories that you want to share with them. I think
No,
that
Oh, there you go.
I haven't. I had 2 people say, hey, I want to join, and then nothing.
then I would add them for sure to that group. If they've been
But
thinking about it and they're on the verge of like possibly doing it, I think that's a huge place for them. It's always good for them to sometimes hear other perspectives other than what
Right,
they've seen
right.
from you.
So did they say, I want to join and then just stopped communicating with you?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I've got $5,000 on the line. I mean, not that, I know, but I know that's not the end
What
all
was
be all.
your
But
original message to them? Just, are you interested in repping or?
the one girl, I just said, hey, did you change your mind? Just, I'm going to make her tell me why she's totally ghosting me, because the kit has been updated, I think, twice since she said that. And I sent that to the other lady too. Because I was like, I don't know, like, did I scare her off? I don't know what changed. The one girl was the $15 website fee. That was her hangout. So,
Mhm.
And did you explain to her about how she can get that waived?
yes.
Okay. I would probably voice message if I were you, and this was like, that's all you needed was the additional reps. Like, I would voice message both of them today and just say like, hey, I'm just checking back in. Is there like what your specific reason is for not wanting to join? I'd love to talk through that with you. I also have a page I was going to add you both to. And then add them both to that Discover. I'm telling you, I've heard so many people say that like after they add people there and they get to see the community and hear some stories, it really shifts their focus or their minds, and have decided to jump in. And you have nothing to lose adding them to that page at this point. So I would definitely do that as another way for them to get more information about repping. I would do those 2 things today. Voice messaging is always key, because they can hear your emotion in your voice of why you want them to join. And I would definitely tell the $15 girl, like, hey, look, the first 2 months are waived. After that, I would be willing and, I'm going to be there to help you so that you're not having to pay that $15 fee. We'll do a launch party. I'll help you, get other parties booked and kind of like talk her through the process of how you're going to help her through her business in the beginning. And so that she's not feeling like she's going to have that fee, charged, or show her how she would get that waived.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I would also say, I mean, it depends how much, and I think Savannah just said that too. I was going to say, it depends how much she generally spends on Zaya anyway.
Right.
Even if she ended up spending, the $15 a month, but yet is either doing the discount or earning free product, one outweighs the other by far.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I like the voice message. I voice message a lot rather than text. I feel like it's more personable. I feel like, when I get a voice message, I feel more obligated to get back to someone. Not that I don't get ghosted all the time with voice messages, because I do. It's all part of it.
Jesse, are you on the Discover Zaya group?
Is that Mariah's page?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's a good one. And just saying, like Megan said, I'm going to add you to this. As soon as you join, I'll tag you on a couple lives that I think you'd find helpful in making your decision. So yeah, that's a good one. So you need 2 more people?
Well, I got one girl that's a mystery hostess winner, and she just texted me today. She said, is it more beneficial for you if I sign up in October or November? I was like, well, October. She doesn't know what she wants for her free item, or her boys. We don't have school today. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're totally fine. You're good. Most of us have kids.
And so I think she'll get her order in so we can get her going. But so it's just 2, I think. So I don't know. My parties have been down though too, and that's not helping.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is, I think several of us are feeling like our parties are down. I do feel like it's just a different year too. Last year at this time, everyone was ordering online.
Yeah.
Because of COVID. So It's just a little bit different. And people, with what's going on too in our country, people may be a little bit leery about spending as much money as they were spending previously. So definitely have to earn our keep right now. So that's good though. I mean, that's all part of it. And I do think there's, just like any other time, some parties go really, really well and some aren't so great. But I don't really feel like there's ever a bad party. I do feel like you always get something from it. So even my parties where nobody orders, I'll follow up with every single person on those parties and see if they're interested in hosting, because a lot of times they just don't want to spend their money right now, but they'd love to get free and half off. So yeah, just reaching back. Yeah, inflation is a factor. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'll voice message when we get off here. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. All right, any other questions or anything else you guys want to discuss? If you guys did not watch Savannah's call this week on breaking down the numbers, please do.
It was awesome. Thank you.
Oh yeah, she is like brilliant when it comes to that. It's so good, and it helps explain all the questions when it comes to rank advancing and so forth. So thanks, Savannah. It was so good.
Yeah, one thing to add on that, like if you have teams that, well, we're going to have Savannah and Lexi share their story here soon with Connect after this month, going for some huge rank advancements, and what they did to prepare that and what they did throughout the entire month to track it, to monitor it, to keep their teams on top of where they're at, was amazing. And it's been incredible to watch. And I think it's so key, that document that Savannah put together about the roadmap to director. If you have people on your team going for executive or Xia exec or going for director, it is so key to know how many parties at the beginning of the month around that's going to take to get you there. You know, give and take, yes, like not every party is going to be at a certain amount, but to know in your mind, like to talk through with someone in order to hit director, here's where your team's going to have to be at. For parties, the average as to where the amount of parties, what your team's hitting. Like that page, that little sheet that she put together is so key in doing that. And that's exactly what her and Lexi's teams did this month in order to really gun for Alexi going for Xia exec. And she's gonna hit it. She's so close. I know it's gonna happen. But it's so key, and it's a factor. And if you can talk through that with your teams, like if you've got directors on your team, you know you need to hit director. Okay, here's where you're at. Here's where the numbers need to be. Here's about how many parties we need to schedule for the month. And it's been a huge factor in why she's going to be able to achieve that goal. And so I can't wait for them to share that story after October. But if you haven't seen it, it's posted on our Dash to Director page.
So good.
And I also sent it out to my level ones and leaders. So your leaders should have it. So make sure that if you don't, that you do have that and talk through that with your teams. If you're going for exec, it'd be a huge piece of the puzzle. If you're going for Xia exec, if you're just going for director, it's a huge piece of the puzzle. So love it, love it, love it. And then watch her call, because obviously she talks through it way better than I can.
Same. I learn something every time I listen to her.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So that call is also, Savannah recorded it and posted it to our Dash to Director page. That call is there as well. So it's an awesome call for a replay. For sure. And I would take it and say, like, hey team, let's do this together. Let's watch this together and go over this. So super good info. So thank you, Steph.
Yes. All right. Any other questions or anything you guys want us to touch on? Who's got parties booked for November, December? Yes, yes, yes. Good. Have to do lots of reach out. So I think too, like reaching out, go back to all of your past hostesses. I have hostesses that will host 2-3 different times. So go back to your past hostesses, post in your past parties. You know, reach out to your VIPs. Like I said, your VIPs are on there because they support you and they love you. They're there for a reason. So reach out to them, reach out and send a direct message. Don't just post. Send a direct message and say, hey, I am looking to really book up my calendar and do some holiday parties. Here are the dates I have open. A perfect way for you to earn some of your own Christmas gifts or some gifts to give away. But reach out to every single person on your VIP page. You know, go back through, make another list of 100 names. You know, I've done that a couple of times. If you haven't listened to Robin's making a list, and again, that's on Dash to Director on the website. If you go to the Dash to Director website, it's like the second video, I think, and she talks about making her list of 100 names. Go back through, make another list, or go back through the list you have and start reaching out to some of these people. It's okay to continue to reach out to them if they're ghosting you, or you know, if it was a not right now 2 months ago, this may be the perfect time. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Anything else that you guys want to touch on? There is the leadership call. So Zaya's leadership call. Thanks, Lexi. You're welcome. Good luck. My fingers are crossed. I know you're going to do it. The leadership call, the Zaya leadership call is this coming Monday at noon Central Standard Time. So if you guys, I know it's super hard time during the day to get on these calls. If you guys miss any of the calls, you can always find the once a month leadership calls with Zach Bradley in your back office. You just go under company files and go under, I think it's leadership calls, and all of them are listed there. So make sure and listen to it there if you don't have a chance to listen to it live.
They are announcing the new promotion on the call Monday. So it's going to be a really good call to get on because they're going to have the new November promotion, which is always exciting. It's going to be completely different than what they've done the last 3 months because this promotion ends end of October. So I'm so excited to hear what they got in store for November and December. I'm hearing through the grapevine that it's amazing. So if you can get on, jump on, it'll be good stuff.
Yay. Yeah, I'm excited to hear. All right. Anything else? Oh, someone wants, oh, Karen. Hey, Karen.
Hey, late to the party. I just, anyway, I just wanted to show my face or my picture.
Well, I love your beautiful picture.
I'm in my car. I'm working. I'm driving. I have 2 cell phones. I'm doing Zaya. Like, I can multitask and drive at the same time. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, be careful.
I know. One thing I was going to mention really quick, because I know I've had so many people asking about Australia, asking for messages. So corporate is putting together a Q&A sheet that they're going to be sending out that will be helpful for talking points for you guys about Australia and Australia's launch. They are waiting on a government ID number that we have to have in order to start activating reps in Australia. It is going to be soon. They're just waiting on that. And as soon as that's ready, everything is ready. So be watching for the Q&A doc. I know we talked to Zach about it this week, and he was going to push corporate to get that finalized and out to all the reps. So hopefully that will be soon. But that's basically as much as we know on Australia.
Awesome. And they haven't said like still this year.
Their hope is to have it before 2022, but that's not a guarantee. I know that's their goal. So I'm hoping here soon.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right. I don't know if there's any other topics you guys want to tackle, or any questions or things you're struggling with, or it's going to be a fun holiday season, I think, for sure. Usually Zaya comes up with some really great incentives and things for customers, and I love that. As we know, parties are key. So, and I think Megan said it in her post with the booking blitz, 91% of the reps we have within Zaya were first to hostess. So
Customer.
that's,
Customer.
I think it's a hostess, wasn't it?
It's customer.
Oh, we're first a customer. Okay.
Then a hostess, then a rep.
Yeah, okay. So, but that shows how important parties are. So definitely book. I always talk to a lot of my team that I have personally sponsored 49 people and I personally knew 5 of them. That's it. Every other person came from parties. So that is how important parties are. So yeah, definitely book up your calendars. That incentive is awesome that Megan has out there. So thank you for that, Meg.
No problem.
Where are the restocks?
I know there's none this week. I was thinking the same thing.
I feel like today they're going to drop a bomb on us and give us some good stuff. Supposedly, we're supposed to be getting some, but I haven't seen any yet.
We are supposed to be getting some.
I think that's the word on the street, but again, that's not a guarantee.
I hope so. I am glad they changed the kit a little bit. It's just such a good follow-up.
I'm ready to have a bomb dropped on me.
Me too, Karen.
A bomb of, I want the fig light and tights. I
Yes.
want the gray unwind joggers. I have a whole list.
I do
A
too. I do too. Every day I'm like, okay, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen?
Yeah, same.
Hopefully today.
I'm just looking at my email and I don't see it.
Nothing. I feel like lately they've been changing up the kit at the end of the month, which I feel like helps a lot. Like, especially, so that was good, but yeah, I'm ready for restocks too. And the red stay golds were supposed to restock.
Oh yes, I've highlighted those multiple times now on my page because I keep thinking that they're coming. The other thing I need before Sunday at midnight is another rep. I just need one more, so I'm going to work on that this weekend.
Yeah,
So we talked about before you got on, Karen, like a couple tips, like voice message back to any follow-ups and not just like message text, because if they can hear the excitement and emotion in your voice, that always helps. If you haven't added them to the Zaya Connect group, do that so they can hear other people's stories, which I'm sure you have. What else? Ask them what their hesitation is. Like, be direct. Like, what is it that you're saying no, or why haven't you decided yet, or what's your fear? Talk through that with them because that always helps. So those are just some tips before you jumped on that we kind of talked about.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't actually come out and asked what your hesitation is. That's a good one. In fact,
Yeah,
I'm going to for sure do that.
Yeah, like if they say it's the $15, you can easily talk through that. If they say they don't think they can go live or they don't think they can sell, or, you can talk through all of that. If they think, sometimes like my big one lately from people is like, well, I don't think I would be able to afford to have the inventory like to show. So that's been an easy one to talk through. Like, oh my gosh, we have teams and gobs of pages of people that have graphics and information, stuff for you to share. So it's always good because
and sometimes they don't know that you're using a scheduling app. And a lot of times I get like, I could never do that. I could never sit there and post all day, so finding out, like Megan said, like, what is it? Like, what is it? I just had one gal this month that signed up. Her hesitation was she's been in 4 other MLMs and she's never been successful. So she's scared of failing. So, and she finally like let that out and we talked through that. So I do think just being direct and saying, what's it going to take to get you to join my team, or what's going on? Why not now?
Okay, that's good. I also liked that breakdown that Savannah posted of the discount piece.
Yeah.
I was talking to some of my team about that just last night, in fact. And then how Robin had said to meet with your reps that want a discount rep. I mean, Katie Vale was supposed to be a discount rep and she's one of my directors. So, I mean, and she is on fire. So, I mean, she
is
really
on fire. Yeah.
And so but I think those are all good. That's some work that I need to do, is just meet with those discount people and be like, do you realize that you can shop for free and half price just by having a link to share with people? But I am gonna, I do like the idea of just saying, hey, what's your problem? Why are you taking so long?
Yeah.
Why are you taking so long? I do think, and most of my discount reps too, Karen, by me like saying, okay, even though you want to do it for the discount, let's just do a launch party. Let's get you some commissions right off the bat and get you some hostess rewards. And almost always they're like, okay, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
That's a good idea too. So you just run a party for them or with them, kind of?
Every time. It doesn't matter if they tell me they're a discount rep, I still do an initial like, okay, let's just get on a Zoom so I can show you where your gift card is in the back office and show you that stuff. And then I say on the Zoom, let's do a launch party. If I do a launch party for you, you will get the commissions, and who doesn't want extra money? And you will get hostess rewards. And that's how I leave it. But throughout the party, we talk about how easy it is.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Yeah, Karen, I think that's the piece that people are missing is like when a discount rep signs up, if they haven't just had a hostess party, we should all be running a launch party for our new reps, regardless if they're discount or not. And I think that's getting missed with our discount reps. And it's a huge thing because sometimes, like Jamie just said, like they're like, oh my God, I just made $250. Like, are you serious?
Right. And then they
so-
get some stuff too,
Yeah.
outside of
Yes.
And
And then
I
what
go
happens
ahead.
is someone will book a party from that party. Like one of their friends or family will say like, well, I want to have a party. And then you're like, hey, you already got a party booked. And they're like, oh my gosh, and then you say, hey, Kate, I'm going to help you do this first party. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. I will help you. You're going to run it, but I'm going to help you every step of the way. And so I think that's sometimes people just feel like these discount reps feel like they're just floating out there and they don't have anyone launching them. And so they don't know what to do. So we need
Okay, well now I have a whole bunch of Zaya I have to work on now this weekend, you guys.
Yes. So basically, Karen, you're going to say to your discount reps, like, I'm going to run the party for you, but we're going to create the link in your back office. So you're going to make the commission, but I'm going to run the party for you so you can see how it's done. And I swear that simple step of doing that and running that party, launching them is so key. And it's getting missed. And so
I agree. It is getting missed because I can think of like 4 right off the top of my head that I could just do that for.
Yeah.
Well, and you may have, I have had a couple of people say, well, I don't want to call it my launch party. Because we don't have to call it your launch party. Let's just do the party. And you can see how it works. You will get commissions, get paid back for your starter kit, and earn some hostess rewards. And generally, like Megan said, they do see how simple it is, or other people want to have a party. Bye, Savannah.
Yeah, I know that's kind of what Jackie did with me. Because I don't think I know for sure I wasn't planning on selling. I think I got hoodwinked. I think I was just going to get the kit. And then the next thing I know, I'm a director and then I'm an executive and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened here? So, and if that would just happen to all of my people, that would be great.
Yes, right. I know, everyone's journey is different, that's for sure.
Well, this is great. Just my little popping on here for just a few minutes has given me some things to work on this weekend. So I already told my husband, I'm like, he said, what are you going to do this weekend? I'm like, it's the end of the month. It is a Zaya weekend.
I know one of my Angela sponsor, Shelly, she left at the end of last month to go run her first marathon in Arizona. And she's like, never again will I try to do something at the end of a Zaya month.
Yeah.
It's too chaotic.
There's a lot of work at the end of the month, but it's so fun. It's so fun to see what happens in a few days.
It is. I mean, there are unbelievable things that can happen in just a couple days. So, all right.
Well, thank you guys very much. This was very productive for me. This was a very productive 15 minutes for me. So I appreciate that very much.
Karen. Awesome. Thanks for popping on.
Thank you, Jamie, so much.
Yes. You guys have a great weekend. Good luck with the end of the month.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
See you.